What's up, guys? It's Nukin, and I'm going to be doing a ship video today with you guys. We're going to be going over the Sith Fighter, specifically the 3-star version of this ship. So I made a Sith lineup here, and I'm winning battles with even just the lower version of this ship, the 3-star version, on offense. And I'm able to beat some of the most meta teams out there, like the Geonosian Bug fleets, and also Tarkin's Empire Momentum fleets. So what this means is you can actually get a small edge in TW by probably putting an even stronger fleet on defense and using one of these fleets, the Sith lineup fleets, on offense. So if you were curious to basically get an edge in TW or see how a 3-star Sith Fighter performs, sit back and relax because we're going to get all up into it. So first off, let's take a look at the fleet lineup. So this is not going to be the absolute strongest maximum fleet for TW. In Territory Wars, you need to actually have 2 to sometimes even 3 or 4 different fleets for TW depending on the guild that you're in. So at least you're going to need 2 fleets, right? You're going to want to do one on offense and one on defense, and then sometimes you get into a 3rd or 4th fleet depending on how close the match is and if your guild, participation is high or low. So I have done some spreading out of the ships here. So I have spread out basically 3 strong fleets that you can have in TW. So I know this isn't the absolute maximum strength Sith lineup, but it is quite good, and you should be able to win battles on offense with this lineup. So you have the 3 starting Sith in the starting rotation. You have Clone Sergeant as a reinforcement. Quick little thing there, a lot of people actually confuse Clone Sergeant and put him in the starting rotation. You need to have him in the reinforcement position to activate his taunting capabilities. So you're going to have a strong taunter, and then you can have some support ships like the Gauntlet Starfighter. You can also put basically anything that you've upgraded in the reinforcement position here as well. It's not going to really go into the 3rd or 4th reinforcements actually. And so you're going to use the Tarkin Fleet Commander. There's no Sith Fleet Commander currently in the game, although it would be pretty cool to have a Sith Fleet Commander, but that time will come. So since most battles are not going to go to the 3rd or 4th reinforcement, you could go ahead and actually run this on offense with just this 5 ships. And actually some guilds on defense specifically ask you not to put maximum reinforcements as well. And this is especially true for some of the guilds that are not at the super high GP levels. So that's going to be your Executrix. Now moving on to the Chimaera, this is the only legendary capital ship currently in the game. I think we'll have more eventually, but we're going to actually want to run Thrawn because he is actually going to be a great fleet commander as well in TW, definitely top 3 in my opinion. And you're going to want to run Biggs and then a couple of target lockers like Biston's U-Wing and the Imperial TIE Fighter, and so you can activate Biggs's taunt and help to regenerate some protection, and then the Chimaera can actually heal the Biggs ship like 50% of his HP as well. And then you have a little bit more of protection regeneration with Jedi Counselor's ship, excuse me. And then also a lot of people have upgraded their Slave 1, and Slave 1 is quite good on the Chimaera and the Home 1 as well. To round off the suggestions, I have a Home 1 fleet for you guys, and without even trying, the Geonosians and the Rebels kind of just gravitated towards this fleet. So this actually ended up being the strongest fleet recommendation that I have for you guys if you're going to be following a spread of 3 capital ships. And if you're asking yourself, like, I don't have the reinforcement mats to support all of these lineups, I don't have the prestige to upgrade all of these capital ships, and that's okay. Stick to running 2 capital ship fleets and then actually work your way towards the 3rd. And you may not even need a 3rd depending on the guild that you're in. And of course, there was a lot of flexibility. We were running only 5 ships in the first 2 recommendations. So if you want to actually strengthen one of your fleets, you can actually fill fill out the reinforcements and kind of tweak the lineup there. But if you're following these suggestions, you should have 3 very good, 1 definitely very, very strong fleet for offense and defense, and then you can actually have an extra 2 sort of semi-strong fleets in TW. So now that we got a lot of the theory crafting out of the way, some of the boring stuff that you probably were being put to sleep with, make sure if you actually enjoyed that or if you found it to be super helpful that you smash the like button on this video and drop a comment down below. I would appreciate it. And otherwise, you know, maybe I won't do that much theory crafting out there. But so this is with a 3-star Sith Fighter here. We're facing off against the Tarkin Executrix Momentum fleet, and you're going to be seeing that this Sith Fighter is actually taken out in the first sort of 25 to 30 seconds of the battle. And you might actually question yourself and be like, well, that's not very good, Nukin. What that didn't do much. Well, actually the Sith Fighter actually did a lot more than meets the eye. It gave turn meter and defense penetration up to the other Sith ships, and of course it also absorbed a lot of the damage output as well. Now the TIE Advance has free reign to basically just dominate the battlefield. Look at all those enemy ships, they're just about to fall, and we're using our own Tarkin Executrix versus their Executrix, and look at our lineup here. We're about to just basically one-shot all of them right now. One goes down, here goes another one, basic attack, and to wrap it up, TIE Advance never gets evaded, and that is a victory. So the Sith Fighter actually did more than any other 3-star ship out there would actually do. Now let's take a look at probably one of the most difficult defensive lineups in the game. This is the Home 1 capital ship with the Geonosians. So the Geonosians are very strong on defense on basically any capital ship. They're also going to be actually exceptional under the Home 1. They're very difficult to take out. There's a lot of stealth, healing mechanics, and so it's just really hard to just beat this team. But with a 3-star Sith Fighter, you'll find out that with this lineup, you can actually outsmart the AI on offense. Now, the Home 1 has a lot of healing potential, and so of course you cannot prevent the bonus purple protection because that is not recovery, but you can prevent the health and protection regeneration capabilities that the Home 1 ship is going to try to put out and actually heal some of the ships. So one of the weaknesses with the Geonosian lineup is that when one of the Geonosian ships die or gets destroyed, the rest of the team kind of starts to crumble from that. So your goal is to try to take out one of the Geonosian ships or cripple the ship and apply healing immunity. So immunity, I think I said that right, so that the Home 1 actually wastes an entire turn trying to heal the ship that is damaged and has the healing immunity debuff. And so you're seeing the lineup in action really just do quite well. And here is a bigger, you know, sort of win on offense, I guess, for the Sith Fighter, if you want to say, because look at the Sith Fighter. Before, in the first battle, the Sith Fighter died in the first 25 seconds, and now this Sith Fighter is at full HP and protection and is going to make it through the distance of the entire battle. And of course, if that happens, which is more likely to happen with a 7-star version, it is possible that I'm showcasing that a 3-star Sith Fighter can go the entire distance of the battle. So, you know, something to think about when you're, you know, spreading out your ships across TW. So we face the Tarkin Momentum lineup, we face some of the Home 1 Geonosian lineups. We're going to go up against the Tarkin Empire Momentum lineup once more. I don't think that the Chimaera lineups are the strongest on defense, so I didn't really want to showcase that, but if you're super curious, well, I'll give you a sort of spoiler. This lineup actually beats the Chimaera fleets as well. And so, and you know, because the Chimaera actually has healing capabilities as well, you know, there's that AoE heal that heals 50% of the ship's HP, and that is also going to be a wasted turn when you have the Sith Fighter applying healing immunity. And a lot of the Chimaera lineups also use Biggs in the starting rotation. In fact, I recommended that to you guys, and the Sith Fighter is designed to counter the sort of protection mass regeneration that Biggs is so so good at and annoying to face. Also, I want to quickly note that the Sith Fighter is going to make it the distance across this entire fleet battle. This is the same lineup that the ship actually died in the first 30 seconds, so maybe that was some bad RNG. So what are your guys' thoughts about the 3-star Sith Fighter? Are you guys actually excited to try running this ship in TW? Was this video helpful? Let me know down in the comments below. Feedback is welcome, even if it is negative. Let me know. Smash a like button on this video, of course, if you liked it. And if you're new here, or if you have been here a while and you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so. Tap that bell, and I'll see you guys all later.